Carolina art. And so right now I'm going to just show you a smaller wreath because the big ones are a little more involved and they take a lot longer, but I have gone ahead and been working on this because it does take longer. But first let me show you. These are mostly smaller wreath forms, but I just got them out to show you. What I use, this type. This is one form. I use the grapevine, which I do grapevine wreaths too. Many flowers, as you've seen around here, it's packed. I use the wire and I use the styrofoam. But to start off with, I'm going to show you first the base of this. I've used a small grapevine wreath. The base of it is, and what you do is you space the, you use chenille stems or pipe cleaners, whatever you want to call them, and you space them apart, depending on, you get the hang of it if you ever try to make one, but I've spaced mine about 1.5 inches apart on this small one. And I'm just going to show you right quick, this deco mesh, if you've never seen it, is something that's very fun to work with. And you just, for the base, you just gather it up. Let's see, as you can see, I've done most of it to show you, and then you just take these and your chenille stems and you just tie them as you go. And it doesn't have to be exact, because when you get through, you can bend them and squeeze them, mash them. Just anyway, they're very, they give, and you can shape them however you want. And you're going to be covered with decorations anyway. So we'll put that aside. So that's what I've done with this one. And although I've added some tulle on the back of this one, just to be a little bit different. And oh, and by the way, I also do jewelry. These and the bracelets. These two actually came from my husband for Christmas, and I loved them so much I started doing them, and I've sold a good many of those. Okay, so to get back, I'm doing the Carolina wreath right now. So not that I don't like Clemson. I do love Clemson. We've got a granddaughter there. But I'm going to do I've been working on, I do a lot of Carolina wreath and Clemson, and I also do the scarves for Carolina and Clemson, and sports scarves and light blocks with the emblem on it. But anyway, I've covered this with the polka dot ribbon, and I just stick it down in, I glue it, I twist it. I take these pieces like this, twist them, bend it, put some glue, and that's what I've done. I've stuck them in first, as you can see them sticking out, and then after that, I have taken this curly ribbon, which I like because it's very decorative and gives it a happy look, a festive look. And so I have glued some of them on, and right now I'm going to go ahead and glue I've got my U and my S, and I'm going to put my C on here and get it going. Like I said, this is very flexible stuff. If you don't get it right the first time, you can always go back and change it, or glue it, staple the deco mesh underneath so that it will be in the right place. So for right now, that's all I'm going to put on that one. I'll secure it better later. And I went ahead and made my bow, and I've wired it on. And like I wanted to say that with my bigger ones especially, and with the heavier flowers, I always wire mine in because I want them to be very strong and quality. I try to make all my things quality because I believe in delivering a quality product, and I want my wreaths to last you for years. And so I do wire them in, glue them in, anything that will secure them good. But if it's very lightweight, sometimes this good friend, a glue gun, this will be your best friend in most of this. But I've gone ahead and I wired the bow to the back, around to the back, and then I just spread my bow out, and I glued most of these in. I left one out. We gotta have gamecock feathers, you know. A customer one time suggested me using if she could get some feathers on her wreath. So that's what got that started. So it's been a popular thing with the feathers because of the gamecocks having the chickens and the feathers. So everybody likes the feathers, and so anyway, I put the finishing touch on that, and so now that is pretty much through. I may do a few more touches to it, but that is ready. It would make a great gift for like an office, a dorm. It's a smaller size, but you could still use it on your door. But mainly the bigger ones look, you know, most people want the big ones on their doors. But I think that one is a good size. Makes great gifts. So for those sports fans, I can do them for any team, any colors. And this is very popular because it's a split. A lot of families have their house divided. That's a very popular one that I do. Well, it's called on something. I'll just leave it. But anyway, I'm not through with it. I've got some more things to do with this Florida and Tennessee, and I've got my letter to go on each side. But anyway, this is just a sample of what I do, and you can check me out and all the other creators and crafters on localcarolinaart.com. Thank you.